Hello and welcome back to Stick in the Mixer podcast, where anything can happen and anything can get thrown in. I'm Chris and I'm here with Cam and Glenn. How are we doing, lads? You okay?
Aye.
Yeah. Finally got Cam's camera sorted out, but how's your weekend been, mate? You alright?
Aye, not bad. Just another one with Daddy Daycare on it.
Don't sound too happy about it, like.
Hang on. Pleading poverty, and he's going to the match in the box and all that, like, but he's making out that he's been laden with kids all weekend.
And
Hey, it's a hard job. Got put in the bed, you know.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Andy's been online since 6 o'clock tonight.
I haven't. No, it didn't work out like that. And I learned today that Rachel actually listened to the podcast. So when I slagged her off last week, she caught up.
Anything you want to say this week for her to listen to?
Get the tea made. Get in that kitchen. Oh, man, you kidding?
Oh, we're cancelled. 4 episodes in, we're cancelled.
There goes our audience of just Rachel.
Yeah.
You've been doing much, Glenn?
No, watching every minute of any available football match that I possibly can. Like,
very jealous here this weekend. Like,
it's been unreal. Like, obviously the kids' football has finished for the season, so we had no game today. So it was literally just get up, get the run done, get everything planned in between all the football that I wanted to watch. So, it's been a good run.
Very, very jealous. I've just been on Daddy Daycare as well, to be fair. Trips out, days out, weather's been shit, but it's been all right. I've watched football, but it's been on my phone with a 1-year-old around my neck. So, but hey, not complaining. All good.
Playing a little bit.
But I've got no kids tonight. I've just been telling Glenn there, Cam, I've got child free. So. And I'm still gonna be in bed by 9 o'clock after this.
Because I'm going to make number 3.
How come you got any kid like?
Just staying out. Wife's mom's got them tomorrow, so she's just gonna have them tonight.
You chummy bastard! What's it like? Good.
Dunno. I'll tell you
Shut
later
up, man. You never have your kids.
You had yours yesterday?
Yeah, me.
All day.
No.
Yeah, shut up, man.
What? That's fucking hell. 5 hours in fucking 3 years. I'll take it, like.
Right, oh.
Right.
Let's not get into this on the fucking podcast, Glenn.
I know. Honestly, you won't win. Anyway, come on.
The fucking cheek of you. Honestly, yeah, let's start a fight. Oh, no, you remember that Nimmer going mental on the Italian football podcast? I'll fucking make him seem like he's a little girl.
Anyway,
right.
Before to come to this podcast, they'll use two fucking funny stuff. Right, let's get into it. So we're gonna load the wheel up in just a second when I can find it and see what topic we're gonna get this week. Yes, I haven't changed the picture.
Change the picture, man.
No, man.
I love pure lush, man.
It's brought a good look at the minute, so let's just stick with it.
What do you mean another one with big?
You win every time.
I mean, it's 2 good topics we've had. Until we get until we get a shit topic, we're not changing the picture. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Come on.
I like the picture, eh?
Yeah, so do I.
I'm a fan.
Ooh. There's everyone getting their phones out. Let's have a look.
Yeah. We'll pretend we know how to spell takeover. We're just testing people.
Hunter.
Since the takeover. He's literally typed it in, Geordie.
I thought he's Scottish.
Done purposely. Right. Who's got
everybody
on Newcastle out of you two while you're both Googling?
I know.
I guarantee you will be as well, like Hunter.
Best signings.
Newcastle signings since takeover. Brilliant.
There's got to be signings that stick out in your head though since a takeover. So while you still do research,
when was the takeover?
4 and a bit year ago.
See, I sort of think like who was there just prior? Like, oh no, I think we're all right. if we're starting off, the main one
Yeah.
that springs to mind has got to be Bruno Guimaraes, hasn't it?
100%. I'm not. I mean,
Like, this could be a really short conversation.
I think there's definitely a few in the mix that have like
October 21.
been
Be
game
some
changers for like
good ones, yeah.
been game changers for like their own reasons. Like you look at Bruno. Obviously, not many people had heard of him. We brought him in. It was like 35 million, I think. But just the impact he's had, then you could go down and look at someone like Trippier, who made the drop.
He was the first one, wasn't he?
He was, and coming from
He's not
Atletico
made
Madrid, just played in the Champions League. Was it the Champions League finally played in the season before? I might be wrong saying that. But anyway, coming to Newcastle, who's in a relegation fight, yeah, he's got to be up there as well in the conversation for me.
I think he's probably not tarnished now, but I think because his legs have gone a little bit, and I think people's opinions of him this season has probably dropped. But I think in terms of the person that kind of set the ball rolling, like he was the first one to take a punt on the project, if you like.
Yeah.
And has just kind of he's been like the poster boy for it a little bit, hasn't he? Right at the start.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if this conversation doesn't last very long and we're all in agreement,
well,
I'll get in the worst one because there's been some horrors.
Well, I'll chuck it.
For now.
I'll chuck another good one in. To be fair, obviously you've got your Bruno, you've got Trippier. Another one is Isak. Obviously, not a lot of Newcastle fans would like to talk about him now, but the impact he had for winning the cup and stuff that season, was unbelievable.
And also the kind of the last impact. So he came for fairly big money, and he went for ridiculously big money. Like they almost doubled what they paid for him.
Yeah. So, like in his own right, for that reason, like he could be definitely that conversation.
I think playing and personality wise, especially personality wise, I don't think many fans would pick him ahead of Bruno.
No,
but for the impact overall, like his goals were, I mean, him and Wilson, like between them, like Isak was on fire that cup winning season, especially in the final. He just
ridiculous, wasn't
he? He was just on fire. And then if he just didn't go the way he went and go on strike, then it's probably a bit of a stronger argument to put him in there.
Yeah.
But just with the money you make on the back of him as well, like you wouldn't think if you spent 67 million or whatever it was on someone, that from a PSR point of view, you'd sell him and make like such a huge profit. Like it's madness. So they did well to get the money for him, but
he's definitely in the conversation. I think obviously there's a lot of field ones, but if we're talking about putting people in the bracket, could be like potential best. I think you go down the line of Botman. Hall, I think, is up there, even though he hasn't played enough games to warrant it, but he's getting there.
Even
Livermore. I would have Dan Burn ahead of Botman in terms of
like
best finance for Newcastle. Yeah. And I know he gets pelters because he's not the quickest, but it's not his fault. He gets played at left back, but he comes up with important goals. He costs next to nought, and you will not find another player that puts more effort in on the pitch than him. Because he lives and breathes it like it's his club, isn't it?
I'm sure we got him for 12 million or something as well.
12 or 13 million for value for money for an international centre half. And I know he hasn't played that often for England, but he's been playing at that level. Like since the takeover, he's been better than Maguire for a lot of that time.
For a lot of the time he's been at Newcastle.
Not this season, but I think since they signed him, I think. No, he's not this season, but before that, I think he's probably been better than Maguire.
Yeah.
And I think value for money and the goals that he scores, like the PSG one, the cup final goal was like a phenomenal header. He just pops up with like big moments.
Yeah, I think Bruno gets the most plaudits because he is Mr. Newcastle at the moment, but just because he's like that, he comes up big in games when you need him to, and he's never injured, so he plays every game. He's obviously now captain. I think he's kind of on that front. You would put him ahead of a lot of them, but there's definitely a conversation.
Yeah.
So what will be
this season, though? Go on, Cam.
I was just going to say, since it's quite an easy choice of picking Bruno, what will say like the top 5? I mean, it is an easy choice. There's no one else really. Like, and then like a number 1.
I'll go top 3 and then the worst one. The worst one could be fun. There's a lot of shit in there.
I think that one would be quite easy as well, to be honest. For that one,
to be honest, you look at someone that had all the potential. Someone like Gordon, he came in with everyone hated him. He did really well in the 22-23 season, and then he's just fell off the wagon again. Like he's had one good season, but all of a sudden, supposedly he's worth 80 million. I don't see it with that. So
who would be your top 3 then, Hunter?
Top 3, I'd go Bruno, I'd go Dan Burn, and probably Isak. Since the takeover, them 3 will be my top. What about you?
Definitely
Again,
Bruno.
I haven't mentioned Botman, but yeah, go on, mate.
Yeah, I'd go definitely Bruno. I would say Dan Burn, and then Trippier. I'd say Trippier.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
I think Trippier, like, I mean, when you got him, I was like really gutted that we didn't go for him.
Yeah, we were linked with him like the window before that, weren't we? And we just it didn't happen. He would have solved a lot of problems, and we might not have signed Diogo Dalot.
Well, we already had Diogo Dalot.
Well, we might have shipped him out then.
Maybe. I just think his impact, especially Trippier, I think even off the field, I know he had his a bit.
Aye.
Little fiddle.
He's not rattling people on the side, aye.
I think his impact on the training field, we should say, I think that would be quite big.
Club-related matters off the pitch.
Yeah.
Aye.
Let's hope he wasn't wearing his club suit at the time.
Yeah.
I was going to say, now you're in the white vest in top.
Bruno's the obvious one as well. Like, so when you take him out of the team, the impact that it has, like you said before, he doesn't get injured very often, but this season's probably the one where he has.
Mm-hmm.
And then look what happens. Like, he's come back in the team recently, and I mean, today's result aside, he's looked a better team.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So who's your top 3 then, Glenn?
Same as you, pal. I think Bruno's the easiest choice. But I think Dan Burn, just for value for money and the big moments. And Trippier, I think, barring this season, I think he's been really consistent for the vast majority of it. So,
would you cash in on Bruno?
Yeah.
Would I cash in on him? Bruno, nah. I would let him. I would try and get him to stay there for as long as possible.
Would you? I'm just thinking the injuries are happening now, so he's getting.
I'd cash in on him. And I'd let him go.
I'd cash in.
No.
I wouldn't want him.
100%. I would.
There's other players at the club that I would cash in on to make the PSR world a lot easier for rather than him.
Who'd be the worst? Bigger money for as well, like, because he's obviously not getting any younger now, so that massive sum's probably not going to happen for him.
Yeah, I'd happily sell Gordon. I'd rather sell Tonali over Bruno. Get rid of him first.
You get bigger money from him. And Gordon as well. I think the impact Gordon has, like, there's just too much noise about him as well. Like,
just annoying.
There was the Liverpool thing. Like, he kicked up a stink when he was apparently going to go to Chelsea, and everybody laughed.
Yeah.
Then he went to Newcastle for big money, and everybody laughed. He's done all right, but then there was the links with Liverpool, and his form went to shit. Now there's links with Bayern Munich, and he's not getting in the team. He's not even coming off the bench. He's obviously just a bit of a dick.
Mate, I don't know I've never known a player to think so highly of himself for no good reason. Like,
especially when you look like Claire Bolden.
Yeah, he walks around the pitch and acts and talks with his interviews and stuff like he is Messi and Ronaldo. Like that interview he did with Gary Neville about like mentality monster and that. Fuck me, I've never known a player less being a mentality monster in my life. Like, he's fucking
hate all those cringy terms. Like,
horrific.
Just talk bollocks. Like,
anyway, right. So we've got the top 3. Another topic. Let's do it.
Who's the worst one?
Worst signing.
Some good ones in here. Like, so I'll throw a few names out. Just that Lloyd Kelly, John Ruddy. Odysseus Vlachokodimos. I think I've said that right. I'm really impressed with myself as well. With that.
Yeah.
Lloyd
Kelly's up there, like.
Who was the keeper that you signed? From was that one from Notts Forest?
Forest, when it was just money laundering.
That's the worst one. Yeah, that was the worst one.
I mean, I think
you lost Elliot Anderson.
20 million down on him.
23 million,
Yeah. I mean,
so I think that's the worst one because you lost Elliot Anderson in that deal, and you signed a keeper who never went near the team. I don't even think he made the bench, did he?
He's made one start in a cup game. That's it.
Like that was money laundering at its finest. But I think nobody won that. Well, Forest won that.
Forest won it.
But like
they've had no twice with the Langer, no?
They did. But especially when Elliot Anderson moves on in the summer, like you think if you thought that highly of him, and you only let them go for 35 million, you think give like 20% of whatever you sell him on for, because he was never going to stay at Forest forever.
So there must be a buy-on clause.
Sell-on clause. You would hope so. If it's like if he's going for this 100 million fee that people are like touting about, and which sounds ridiculous, but I suppose when Caicedo's going for that and Declan Rice went for even more, like you could see it potentially. Then at least if you get an extra 20 million, it kind of softens the blow a little bit. You see, if you leave the keeper deal out of it, then you think, right, 55 million for Elliot Anderson is probably all right deal at the time. But then now when you look what he's turned into, you would easily just keep him, sell Tonali, and you've got your ready-made replacement plus a shit ton of money in the bank as well.
Yeah. Do you know one of the best but worst like feelings of signings was Minter. Signed him for 7 million. Never kicked a ball forward, and obviously I think we sold them for 35 to 40 million in the end. But that's like a great, like, as in finances wise, but so good to see again how well he's doing and how good he could have been for us.
I don't know. I think he's pretty bang average. Him, like,
I like him.
I think 30 odd million's average for an average player, though, isn't it? You don't get like cheap ones. I suppose. Me and Hunter were talking before about Rashford because he scored for Barcelona at night. And the fact that Barcelona don't want to pay £26 million for him is staggering.
No, like, it's not like
it is. Like you can't get anybody, let alone a decent player, at £26 million. It's absolutely frightening how cheap they've let him go for, which says a lot how much United want his wages off the book and all that. But and you think Minter goes for 35 million, he's never played a game. Like that keeper, what's his face, went for 20 million, and they're squabbling over 26 million from him. They've just put one in the top corner against Real Madrid.
Said he's done really well.
As long as he goes, just get rid. As long as he goes, I'm not bothered.
But I think the fee there is ridiculously cheap considering the average kind of prices now for average players. It's just shot up. But
do you not think we didn't have a choice
right for Brighton? But then that's what I mean. Like, but they've put the fee so low, and Barcelona are still moaning about paying it. And you think,
but they're in that much debt and stuff like that. They couldn't even put people on the list, like the squad registration and stuff like that at the beginning of the season.
And they're on about signing Julian Alvarez. I don't understand it. Like, how can you be that scared that you want to renegotiate the fee for Rashford? But then
might be because of Alvarez, though. They might think, if we can try and get him a bit cheaper because he's going to cost more.
I hate them. I used to really like Barcelona, but I hate them now just for how they go with their money and stuff. It's just ridiculous.
I didn't know.
Like signing all these players, and then go, we can't register you yet, and we need to. We need another new shirt sponsor for a game just to be able to get you the money. Or we need to sell someone. You just think it's not a way to. It just makes you look an absolute shambles.
They could get unreal fee if they did PSR though, to sell Pedri or Xavi or one of the centre halves or
sell Yamal. I'd rather keep Pedri than Lamine Yamal.
Would you?
Aye.
PSR's not a thing, though, is it, in Spain? It's just Premier League, that. But obviously they've got like Champions League and UEFA guidelines.
There's rules in La Liga for like finances and stuff. I don't know exactly what they are, but I think that's why they couldn't register certain players, because they didn't comply with the financial regulations and stuff.
Yeah.
So people had to like, I don't know, it's like a salary cap where you can only pay a certain amount for wages and stuff, because like didn't like Piqué, when he was there, took a pay cut and stuff like that. And some of the more established players took pay cuts so they could register their players, which is just a joke. Fair play on them, like, but it's a joke.
Right, so to end the topic, we've all said Bruno is the best Newcastle signing since takeover. All happy with that?
Yeah. And then Vlahovic has got to be the worst one.
Yeah. No, I think, well, yeah, you could go
Brilliant
on for
from
the worst
point
one,
of
though, whether it's money or whether it's like actually seeing them play.
Yeah.
Like Lloyd Kelly's the worst one I've seen play.
But then that worked out as well. You just pulled Juventus pants down for 20
100%.
million. You got him for nothing.
Yeah. So
it worries me, like who scouts players? Like it's frightening.
No idea.
Like, what did Juventus see in the 6 months Lloyd Kelly was there? It's worth 20 million.
No idea. Considering how skint Italian football clubs are.
It's absolutely baffling. Like,
crazy,
I just don't understand it. He's done nothing.
Desperate. Right, what do you want to do then? Should we do another spin, or should we just jump onto our topics and
Well, I think that we've at least got to touch on the main point of today, like that West Ham disallowed goal against Arsenal.
I would move on to the fixtures. Like, I think it's a good place to start with the Arsenal West Ham game, like, since it's fresh in everyone's minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then, Glenn. I'll let you start because I didn't watch much of the game.
I mean, the game itself was poor. Like, it was just two nervy teams. Like, Arsenal started really well. They looked sharp in like the first 20 minutes and stuff, and then Ben White went off and it changed the game, which sounds ridiculous because Ben White is crap. But Arteta did. He put Zubimendi on and moved Rice to right back. So then at half time, he's had to substitute Calafiori to then put Mosquera on, to put Mosquera at right back and put Lewis Skelly at left back. So he's changed his whole team around just for the sake
he knew
of,
he fucked up that way.
But I don't see his logic in the first place. Like, Declan Rice is your best player by an absolute country mile. Like, why would you then put him
though, doesn't he?
But not to the point where you would move Declan Rice out of the middle. Everyone was going through Declan Rice in that first 20 minutes.
But Arteta rates him. I think I don't think he's that good.
He's good in a Spanish team. Tika, whatever it's called.
But you put a bang average Spanish player in that Spanish team, they're going to look all right.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
like Pedri, Gavi, and all that, and popping the ball off.
Pass it sideways.
Like, I couldn't. I think he's maybe had one game where he influenced. Was that the one where he did the header? He scored a header.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was against, but that was his best game. I think he got 2 goals in the game.
Yeah, there's probably a lot that he does in like kind of just shutting down that middle of the pitch, and it allows Declan Rice to do what Declan Rice does and goes all over. But he's not one that you would put on and think he'll change the game more than Declan Rice. And I don't understand. Like, I get if you rate Zubimendi, that's fine, but I don't understand the logic behind moving your best player to right back.
I don't think they had another right back though, did they?
No, but they had Mosquera on, so they put Mosquera on, who's a centre back. They played him at right back in the second half, and he did all right. Like, didn't out wrong.
I don't know, like Somerville tortured him.
Maybe Somerville was Somerville didn't do a lot either. He
doesn't do anything with it, but he did torture him and when he got a chance.
He gave him a good run around, but I don't think there was no point where you thought, Christ, this kid's getting his pants pulled down. It was just one of those. It was a decent little battle, but then obviously one bit of quality got Arsenal's goal. But I think the West Ham one, and it might be a bit of keeper's union, but I don't think it is. It's an absolute stonewall foul, and there's 2 of them.
There's 2 fouls, but there's also 4 in the box by Arsenal players.
There's absolutely loads going on, but if you're talking about,
how can you say they're the first fouls though if they're all going on at the same time when the ball's being in the box?
But I suppose that's the main one that influences the play as well. Like, the ball's going straight to David Raya. If his arm's not,
he doesn't even jump.
Across him, how do you jump and throw his arms there? And
Same
the
with
other kid
your
behind
legs.
you, and the other kid behind you is pulling your shirt. Like they're literally holding them down.
Wait, man, you haven't got that much. He hasn't that strong. Tadibo.
There's two of them though. Like
he's got his arm across there, which means you could easily get it. If you could easily get out the way of that, and someone pulling my shirt, I could still jump.
Nah.
And like it goes through his hands, right? It goes through his hands. If he jumps,
why does it
he
go
could get
through
a little
his
bit more?
Because someone's pulling one of them down.
Because the other one's got his arm across him.
And his hand's literally on his forearm, pulling his arm down. It's a foul.
See, I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to jump in. Even though I didn't see the goal, I think this is what's wrong with it all, though, because used to obviously he's know football, he's watched lots of games, he's know a lot about football. But the fact that both these are saying different things, doesn't that tell you that VAR, it should just be a referee's decision on the pitch whether he gives it or not? Like it's too much. Like Glenn's adamant it is, and you're adamant it's not. I think it's too much.
I think it's very soft.
But is it soft because of the way you see the game, or is it soft just because of how, or should it be given in today's game? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's soft. That sort of stuff happens to every player in every corner.
Yeah.
Every corner. Even worse. Actually, there's worse things. So Declan Rice, right, on that corner, he's got a hold of two players at the same time, and then one escapes him, so he puts his arms around, is it Mavropanos? Like this, and just runs. You're telling me he's defending the football? Nope. You've also got another foul.
They don't cancel out
in front of Raya. There's another foul on another West Ham player in front of Raya.
They don't cancel out, and obviously when they went to the VAR, they were looking at the Declan Rice one as well, but they said the contact on Raya was first. So that negates what happened with.
How can it be first? The ball's delivered at the same time.
Both
accidents happened at the same time.
Well, I'm saying that's what VAR said. They looked at both.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I sent you that stupid gif in the chat saying, if VAR said it, it's fucking right.
So, Cam, off what you're saying, then, do you think what do you think it is? Do you think it's just poor officiating, or do you think it's match fixing? Yeah, bottle it, yeah.
No, I wouldn't say match fixing. I would say bottling it. I think it's easy. It's easier to give the decision to Arsenal than it is to West Ham.
Why is that? Because it's a foul.
No,
it is.
Not at all. How have you got that conclusion where, like, I said it was easier to give it to Arsenal than West Ham? No, it's easier to give it to Arsenal
because it was a foul.
No, but the reason behind it is completely different. What I'm saying. So, I'm saying it's easier to give it to Arsenal because they're a bigger club than West Ham.
I know what you're saying, but I'm also just chiming in there and just saying it's easier to give it because it's a foul. Like if that goes against your club, you are absolutely
It happens every corner.
That doesn't matter whether it happens to everyone or not. You'd still be annoyed. If that was your goalkeeper, and that happens to you, you'd be raging. You would.
Look at the game against Everton where they had about 30,000 corners. And Lawmans, they just pinned them in the whole time. Not one free kick. I think maybe we got 2 or 3 free kicks. That's it. For fouls on other players. Nothing on the keeper. Yet they all had their hands all over him. So don't give us a shit.
They got it wrong then. So then they got it wrong in the Everton game.
No, not at all. Because all they're doing is putting their body in. So the foul on for me is the tugging of the shirt, right? But that happens to every single player on a corner. If they do that on that game, they've then got to do that on every single game.
Well, that's the issue, though, that you're saying there. It's the consistency of the VAR decisions. Like it happens in other games. It's happened in this one. They've given it, so that's where the controversy comes in.
I agree. It's inconsistent, but if you look at that as a standalone incident, it's a foul on the keeper. There's 2 of them. Like the arm across. Anywhere else on the pitch, that arm across, you don't get a foul against you. If you look at
at all.
Well, you should.
If you go like this, right, and protecting the ball, or the ball's coming in, and you're doing that, right? Your hands across, like say I'm a defender, I've got my arm across the attacker's chest like this. That is not a foul.
More get given than not, but that is a foul on the keeper. You can't grab his arm. You can't grab his shirt. There's 2 fouls on the keeper.
But you can't grab anyone's shirt, but it still happens in every single game.
Right.
If you start doing
so
that,
does that mean
then
it's
the
not
game...
a foul, or do we just let it all go? I'm agreeing it's inconsistent, but that still doesn't mean it's not a foul on Raya.
I'm loving both sides. I'm loving both sides. To be fair, that's the best thing about his opinions in it. Obviously, Glenn's goalkeeper union as well, which helps him. His opinion's strong that it is. Yours is strong that it isn't. And I haven't seen it. But the frustrating thing for me,
Glenn, you could have watched it before the podcast.
I've just tried to watch it there, but I haven't seen it.
One job.
But the inconsistency, the thing that gets me, because I can obviously visualize what you're saying as well about the goal, and it is that I agree with you, Cam. It happens in every game, tugging on shit, like pulling in the box and people running into each other. But then, like Glenn's saying, it is given sometimes, and I just think Arsenal's one of them teams that get, and Liverpool's quite similar, as they get a lot of decisions given to them. If that was West Ham against, I don't know, Fulham, yeah, that goal stays. And that's a big statement, but I believe that. Like, I believe that teams like Arsenal, Liverpool get the rub of the green.
We'll come back when you've seen it, and then you can say whether it would have stood or not. But I think back to, was it
I'll have a look during the podcast.
When United played Leeds and Lenny Yoro got like forearm in the face off Calvert-Lewin, I think it was. And Michael Carrick, and they let it go, but it was an absolute foul. So if you don't give it, you're absolutely raging. So I think they had to give it. Like, there's no other option. Like, it was
did the referee give it through it, or was it VAR that kind of intervened?
You know, it's VAR intervened,
and then it went to the telly,
and then they sent the referee to the monitor, and the referee then gave it. But you know, I think that's happening a lot, and I'm sure it was on the Sky Sports app or something. I read it somewhere, maybe Twitter or Instagram. But basically saying the referees are scared to make decisions this season. Like, it was an ex-ref just slating the refereeing standard this season, because they just, if in doubt, they just do nothing and then wait for VAR to bail them out. And I don't know, I'd like to see some more of them, like, just one, stick with their decision, or two, just give the decision in the first place. Don't just do nothing and then let VAR kind of just do your job for you, because then it takes the credibility away of the referee in the middle. But I know, I get it. They've got a hard job, especially at set pieces. It's horrible.
And the biggest thing for me, Glenn, on that is when they go to the telly is when they slow it down.
And they stop it at certain points and all that sort of stuff. And I totally get it. Like, they can influence the referee by how they present the thing. It's very rare you see them just plays it at full speed. But I was watching Motherwell Hearts last night, and I was actually quite pleased at the referee. So there was a corner, and it got played in short to one of the Hearts players came to go short, and the Motherwell players tried to step across him, and he's kind of stepped across him, half caught him, half not, and like, they sent the referee to the monitor, saying needs a review for a potential penalty. And the referees watched it and then went, "Nah, I was right in the first place," and didn't give it.
No, you very rarely see that, like, don't you?
You just think, like, don't, just because VAR said have another look, like, you can still look and think, "No, I was right in the first place."
That's it. He's seen
I quite like that.
He's seen it in normal time. I think there is a big like grey area of slowing things down and how things look in normal time to slow motion.
I'm just saying it.
But yeah, I mean, I know we've got that topic somewhere in the wheel, which will be a fun one about Vaughan referees and stuff.
Even funnier when your balls drop.
It's about time, Fouty. I'm just gonna. Watch this here.
Have a look. Like, Vingham won't say anything. You tell me if it's a foul or not.
Right, sneak by that.
Might have to fill the awkward silence though.
I feel like we need the countdown timer on and stuff. Like,
I feel like we need. Do you know Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It goes.
So I'm not getting it in the slow motion version. Cam's trying to influence us here by just showing us it in full speed.
It's the first one. Hold on. You just said you wanted it in fast.
That did I. But look, honestly,
and he sent you a blurry version as well, so you can't even see what's going on.
It was. I didn't even know it was playing.
It's not even that goal.
Yes.
I've just texted him saying agree with me.
Glenn's an arsehole, agree with me. No, looking at it, I think the keeper's got to be stronger there. Like, he doesn't even get off the deck.
Why though?
I mean, he's got to be stronger. He can't just come out and put an arm up like that. He can't.
Nah.
That's soft, very soft.
We can't see it.
I can't see what he said.
Still can't see it. It doesn't help.
Nah.
Right.
Just says agree with me. Fuck Glenn.
You need to watch the replays and actually watch it properly. There's a reason why he can't jump and get his arms up.
Off the fast motion, though, it looks soft. Off the fast motion.
Watch it in slow motion, mate. Honestly, just watch it in slow motion. When they freeze it on where the foul is, you know, just honestly, it'll change your mind.
I don't know.
Also,
if you see the fouls,
if you put keeper gloves on at the same time, it makes you like feel. You turn it. The goalkeeper union. Look at the white light.
Oh man! Anyway,
One of us.
Anyway, another shocking refereeing decision that I'm going to bring up as well. How come
yours back in 1999 when you sent me?
They definitely. If it was me sending you off, it was absolutely deserved. If I got sent off, it absolutely wasn't. But how come you can pull someone's bobble out and it's classed as violent conduct, right? But you can forearm smash someone in the jaw on the way past, and now it happens because you didn't hit them hard enough.
It's embarrassing.
How is that not a red card on Bruno?
No idea.
Like he's run alongside him, and then when he realizes he's not quite close enough, just jabs him with his forearms in the jaw. I'm like,
did you see the reason behind it? Because they
wasn't
didn't feel like
it wasn't his elbow.
Come on then. You're allowed a forearm smash to someone's face as long as you're not like use a lot of force. You can do a cheeky little one.
So you just jab him in the jaw on the way fast. But not too hard though.
That's what I'm saying.
Not your elbow.
They're embarrassing themselves every week. Like you get a yellow card, second yellow, red card for literally kicking the ball away or telling the ref to fuck off. But you don't get sent off for something like we've seen yesterday, which is just mental.
Absolutely. Do you know who does my head in? Howard Webb. He's the prick behind it.
Yeah.
I know. But I would get it, right? If he's run alongside him, there's a bit of a coming together, but he's gone alongside him, got to there, and then went bang. His arm extends to hit him.
Yeah.
And like you think Dan Ballard got sent off against Wolves because his hands were caught in that kid's dreadlocks. He didn't pull his hair, just it was a bit of a tangle. He's got to grab his shirt. Lisandro Martinez against Calvert-Lewin. They both got red cards because of apparent violent conduct. Then it happened against Chelsea. I think someone pulled Cucurella's hair and got away with it. That was it was Calvert-Lewin did it, didn't he?
He did,
So Calvert-Lewin pulled someone's hair. Now it happens, and then this kid just chins Bruno on the way past. It's Harry's.
Why?
How can you say that he didn't hit him hard enough? Like, what if he's like Bruce Lee and he's just got like a 1-inch punch?
I think he would have been sent off if he did it to the keeper.
Deservedly so.
My mate Var would have sent him off if it was the keeper.
There'd have been an argument for a 12-game suspension, I think, as well. It's dangerous on a keeper.
Do you not think this is why it needs to have a complete overhaul? Because of the talking points every single week is crazy. Like, there's never a week where someone goes, "Hey, VAR had a good week this week," didn't they? It never happens. Never.
Do you not think? I know, like people are biased towards like nostalgia and stuff like that and their era. But do you not think referees were better? But
because they
made the decision.
They had
now they rely, but even now though they'll rely on VAR, and then even making the decision, they just. I'd say 99 times out of 100, I've only seen it once where they've went, "No, I'm sticking to my on-field decision."
Yeah,
like they just go with it because if anything goes wrong, it goes back to VAR, not them.
It's not their fault.
And there was
definitely taking the accountability away, hasn't it?
There was a Sunderland player got ruled out for offside, right? And he was mild on yesterday, but the assistant actually flagged. It was terrible. No. He was about 3 yards onside. The standards have got so poor.
Yeah, the standards awful. And I'm with you on Howard Webb as well, Cam. Like he's obviously heading it up, and he's constantly doing interviews and stuff and saying like, "Oh, they're trying to make it better. They're doing this."
Shearer's a big one though, isn't he? Like I don't watch that one with Gary Lineker and Michael Rich as much.
Yeah.
But I did see the one with where they had Howard Webb on.
Yeah.
And Shearer was like I don't know, it was like, why don't you have like former players on the panel or former players in the VAR like box? Like they know what a foul is. They know like what's like a professional foul or like
they know the intention behind it, don't they? Like, whether it's just a genuine mistake or whether it's like that they've taken someone out.
Like if someone's got to, I think who was it? Was it the Fulham young lad? He scored a great goal at the beginning of the season, but it got ruled out for a foul on the halfway line where someone went to turn their body to control the ball, and it hit them. I can't remember who it was, but
similar happened when Rashford, when we played in the Champions League, and he's got the ball and he stepped over it to shield it, and he stood on the kid's foot, and Rashford gets sent off. So like in that instance, like you think, I mean, to be fair, that sometimes they're that blatant. You don't need ex-players. Like all of these referees will have played the game at some level. It doesn't have to be a high level. You can see what someone's trying to do.
I don't know. I think some of them just play COD.
I think they've just
been
too shit to play Sunday leagues. That's why they're refereed.
Right.
I think they're like 40-year-old versions with their own podcast and that.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna cut the VAR talk short because
we're going to do another topic.
Got a couple of results to go through, and then we've got obviously a couple of topics before the filth of the week goal. Liverpool falling off the wagon again, can't hold a result at home against Chelsea, which again I didn't really enjoy that game. Then you
Chelsea look better though.
Chelsea
are probably the best they've played since Rossini left.
Yeah,
he looks nervous as hell on the sideline though, doesn't he?
He does. He looks scared.
He looks scary, like.
But they played well. Like they did all right. But I think I don't know. That was more Liverpool started really well and then just.
And Chelsea got now to play for now.
Nah. Well, they've got to try and get into Europe. But
like weren't in the top 5 when Carrick took over, and they've just plummeted.
A lot of teams
probably. I think they were.
Then you've got Brighton and Bournemouth both making a massive push for that last Champions League spot, which
I would love Bournemouth
to see.
You know,
I would like. And to be fair, even Brentford, I would love them to get it as well.
Who Brentford?
Brighton have had European football fairly recently, but I would love to see Brentford or Bournemouth in there. I think, especially in the Champions League, man. Can you imagine, like a Real Madrid or Barcelona going to them?
Who would you rather?
Out of who?
Bournemouth and Brentford. I agree with the whole Brighton thing because they've recently had Europe, and they were shite in Europe,
and they did shit.
Bournemouth.
I don't know either. To be fair, I like the job Keith Andrews has done at Brentford.
I really like it, especially considering all the players that they're big players anyway. Like Bruno and Vissa when he had talent.
Lost their captain.
Captain
lost their manager. Like they were touted like, potentially these could be the ones that go down, and he's literally just elevated it. Like
I thought they would go down.
That would be fantastic. I think it'd be a really good story. The fact that that those clubs are consistently finishing there, and now because of success of others, they're getting decent rewards for it as well, which is good.
It goes to show though, if you do recruit well, and you don't have bell-end players. The reason why I want Brentford and not Bournemouth though is that old right back they've got Jimenez.
Aye.
Naughty boy.
You Adam Johnson in disguise.
We'll touch on it, but be careful. Those messages do not look good. Like
I didn't think though. No, when you think, they can't be real, and then someone underneath like these are real, and I'm like, oh fuck.
It's so bad.
Supposedly he'd give an interview not so long ago. See, his next step is he wanted to go back to Real Madrid or something.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he was saying that was his next step.
Yeah.
But you know what was really good? Obviously,
Prison FC. If you're not careful.
Touching on that topic is
don't touch it.
I don't touch on the topic. Is Bournemouth reacted so quick when you look at how I'm digging on Arsenal again because I didn't like them, but how they handled the whole Thomas Partey thing. He played for another. What was it, 2 years, and then he got convicted.
Aye, after they sold him.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
but, anyway,
a naughty one.
City with a good win yesterday as well. I wish that West Ham, yeah. They're going to push all the way. It's going to come down to the last game, I think. Like,
I would have loved it if they were the last game of the season.
Haven't City got to go to Brentford or somebody like that? Or
this is the harder, like
Brentford or Bournemouth. They've got to go to them. I can't remember which one it is.
City's got to go to Bournemouth, and then they've got Villa at home on the last day.
So I just think that could be the one maybe that they might just slip up.
Arsenal's got Burnley at home, and then Crystal Palace away. So yeah, they've definitely got running. But
today was the biggest. I think today was Arsenal's biggest test by a mile.
Wouldn't it be class if Burnley got a result though?
I would. Well, they got one today against Villa.
They did right. They did. Sometimes happens that though, doesn't it? When they've like just got nothing to play for, that all of a sudden they start playing.
Yeah.
And then you had Palace Everton 2-2. I'm looking forward to watching them highlights. Supposed to be a good game between them two. And then obviously Newcastle Forest, which was again a pre-season friendly. It was fucking horrific to watch.
They're on the beach. Forest know they're safe, really, didn't they? Like beforehand, it was barring something catastrophic.
Once again, Newcastle can't hold the lead. But anyway,
Anderson took his goal well.
Mate, he's a baller, him, man. Absolutely.
It's a bit of play. But I just hope that he signs for us and not City.
I think he's going to go to City.
He runs that team. Like watching that game today, it was such a boring game. But he's the only one, other than Gibbs White, that obviously wasn't playing. But he dictates everything they do in defence and attack.
Yeah.
Like he's so good, man.
Forget it. They did it with Gibbs White as well. That was a naughty cut you out of his face. That like.
Did you see the picture? Did you see the bone?
Yeah, as if they had him warming up the other night and all, as if he was going to come on. His face.
That we have to be so mad. Can you imagine just going up for a head and going, "Oh, fuck this"?
He looked like he'd been in a UFC fight, didn't he? He's just battered.
It's probably a big scar like that, like a hook.
You might have to drop me a message, Glenn, see if you want to borrow any of your anti-wrinkle cream, mate.
Yeah, there's no amount of old lady wrinkle cream sorting that out. Like,
I
think the same about you, but
yeah, man. If it works for the grannies, if it works for the grannies, it's bound to work for me. I'm not that bad, yeah.
I might have to try some on the old Henry Halls, but we'll see. Right, sticking to the weekend of football, Southampton Borough.
Spygate. I
mean, what is going on?
Man? When apparently they caught him and he tried to get away and change his clothes, so it didn't look like it's a different person. Like, what's wrong with people, man? Didn't it happen? Was it when Lampard was at Derby? They got spied on by Leeds. Bielsa got caught out, didn't he? And they got fined and stuff.
But now the question, because Southampton went on like 11-game win streak, didn't it? Towards the end of the season. The question. What we were saying, like
how much have they done it
at the game? No, like what are you going to get? You're maybe going to see one set piece. You can watch everything these days.
Yeah, it depends on how long he was there for and what they were doing. But the obvious question would be, if you're doing something that you don't want the opposition to see, one, why is your training ground so like insecure? Some random can walk in and just watch training.
Wouldn't you let this guy walk in though? If you look like that, you'd let him walk in.
Maybe he's got the Southampton badge on and the scarf. But I get it. If someone is flying a drone or whatever else, I get it. You can't really control that because you can't control it. You'd have to do everything indoors. But to have a person being able to spy in a training session just shows either your training ground's not secure, or I just shows that. Like, I don't get how someone can get in. You couldn't, like, obviously Newcastle train like not far. You can't just walk in and have a watch of training.
Yeah. Did you see any of the game either? Any of the highlights?
Nah.
I seen some of it. I seen some of it, but it was it was all right. So hit the bar a few times.
One thing that they've obviously getting a fucking spy in to spy on them. This spy himself needs shot because, I mean, they got absolutely battered. Southampton. They didn't have a shot on target. So obviously the spy didn't know how to break down the defense. Middlesbrough had something like, I don't know, over 20 shots on 20 shots. Don't know how many they had on target, but I don't know how Middlesbrough didn't come out the tie.
Yeah, I just don't see the point either. Like to your point, Cam, before, you can see everything. Like there's enough footage of every team that you can watch all the videos, and 90% of the stuff will all be the same. They're not going to drastically change their formation just because they're playing Southampton at home and it's in the playoffs. Like the vast majority, you're not going to know the starting 11, but you'll know what shape they're going to play. You know how they're going to play because you study that many games. Like,
but even the starting 11, you're most likely going to know he worked out from the season. Yeah,
you could probably predict
it. Spring surprise, but I mean,
well, I get it'd be annoying, like, but
anyway, right,
doing some secret throwing.
I'd send them up a cup of tea, me.
Yeah, enjoy.
You know what you're doing.
I'd be like, yeah, right. You go play up front, right? Just to pretend. You go and go, but don't worry, you're going to get all the fouls because we've got VAR here. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm the VAR.
Right. Moving away from that, we'll move a bit further. Into the week was the Champions League. Obviously, we all had our predictions. I think. Well, who was wrong? Who was right? I can't even remember that far back.
I thought Bayern were going to be PSG. Bayern were a bit disappointing on the night.
They were.
I
thought that final pass.
I thought it was going to start off really well again when obviously Dembele scored inside 3 minutes, but no.
Just didn't have an answer for Kvaratskhelia, did they? He was that out ball every time. Man. Like, but they just seemed to be going, oh, I don't care how he got so much space all the time. Like, sure, you just tell your right back, right? He's the out ball. Just sit.
But he doesn't even need to. Like, surely as a right back, you'd be going, yeah, he's getting loads of space. I'm just going to sit. Like, you're a professional footballer. Yeah. Like, I don't understand. Like,
that was it. Like,
Roy Keane bangs on about it all the time on Stick to Football. Like, how they used to say, like, how managers, why haven't they done that? Why haven't they done this? And he would go, but Gary, in a game, would be like, we'd understand we've been under the cosh. We're just going to tuck in for a little bit for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can work out.
One of the players is just going to go, yeah, you're getting absolutely tortured. Just sit back, man.
Yeah,
just stay on
yourself. But I didn't understand how they got, like, so early in the game, why they let them have so much room. Like, why were they bombing on? Like, you're only a goal down. Like, just be patient a little bit. Like, they just seemed to go a bit gung-ho and got caught straight away. Like,
it seemed like a bit of a naive performance, didn't it? For me, anyway.
Yeah, right. the different in class though, compared to watching the Premier League at the minute. Even Arsenal, who I think, like, they're getting all the plaudits for being this team that are great, but I think they're horrendous to watch. But you watch Bayern Munich and PSG go at it.
Levels, isn't it?
The best.
Levels above.
So I'll come to you on that one then, Cam, with PSG Arsenal in the final. What's your thoughts on how the game itself will go? And do you think...
I don't think it'll be as open as...
Do you think Arsenal will bring PSG down to their... I'm not saying to their level, but PSG down to like a kind of a boring style of play rather than expansive?
I want it to be a good game, but I've just got a funny feeling it's just going to be a terrible game because Arsenal can defend and they defend really well. Like, if you look at the game today, Glenn, did you see where Trossard came and he cut it out in his own penalty box?
Aye, class.
Like, that's different group. That's your left winger covering your centre half. Mm-hmm. Like, a ball got played inside, like in behind, was it Saliba? And he came across the attacker and just cut it out. I just think Arsenal's got that, whereas Bayern, they've got a lot of attacking players who don't track back, like the likes of Elise, Diaz, Kane. He tries to run.
Yeah.
Even Musiala, he doesn't really defend.
The thing is,
I think Arsenal will break them down. I don't know. I think it'll be a set piece now. I've got a funny feeling Arsenal win it now.
Yeah, the thing is with that though, Arsenal won't come out and attack like Bayern Munich did. What's your thoughts, Glenn?
I think Arsenal are just better generally defensively than Bayern Munich are. I think they don't concede many goals, but I think PSG style will suit Arsenal because they like to get at you and they like to be on the front foot. But Arsenal have got players at the other end that can hurt you on the break. Like, I know he's been a little bit hit and miss, but if you've got the likes of Saka and Martinelli, and they've got their own players that can hurt you if given space. So I think Arsenal struggled. Like when you watch Arsenal today, they struggled because West Ham put 11 men behind the ball. There was no space. PSG won't do that. So it gives Arsenal space to be able to play, and I think it'll help them. I think I don't think it's going to be like an absolute whitewash. I think it could be like a 1-0 or a 2-1 either way.
I think it's going to be a set piece goal that'll get it for Arsenal. Because when I watch them, I never think they're going to score here.
Who's that? Arsenal.
Arsenal, because they get it on the edge of the box and they go left, right, left. And they've got.
Is that not because teams are sitting with a low block though? PSG won't do that.
But even against, other teams in the Premier League that have done it, like we didn't really do in a low block when we played them.
Yeah,
I mean, we've got plenty behind the ball. I know PSG's midfield do get behind the ball fairly quickly. Like that's probably one thing that they do really well. Their wingers don't really do anything.
You're saying Saka, but Saka can he do. I think he's so overrated. But he's one player, and he does create goals, and he can at times look good. But then he has Jokeres in the middle, and I'm sorry, he is a clown, that kid. Marquinhos will butcher him. And then you've got either Trossard or Martinelli on the other side. Trossard, he's just one of them players who just seems to score, doesn't he?
Well, Hakimi is supposed to be fit. Hakimi is supposed to be fit for the game. So
yeah, I think Eze or Odegaard might be the key.
Who do you think they'll play though?
Them two.
They've been starting, but Odegaard looked better.
Odegaard was good today. It's the first time in a while he's looked good, but
yeah,
I don't know. But I think the fact that PSG like to attack will help those players. It'll give them that little bit more space to operate. So
I'll ask you another question. To be fair, is who? Obviously, that's who we think will win. Who do you want to win? Because generally speaking, in European games, you want an English side to progress.
PSG.
Yeah, I'm the same. In this one, it's just my hatred for Arteta, and to see them lift the Premier League and the Champions League.
I'd rather Arsenal.
Would you? Why?
Because I like a lot of their players. I'm not a fan of Arteta, but I like Declan Rice.
I like Declan Rice. He's a good player.
Ez is a good player. I think Saliba and Gabriel are like a brilliant pairing.
I know, but it's embarrassing the way Gabriel goes down.
It is. Every player does that. Look, Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Big pushes, big pushes.
So I would rather. If it was City, I'd want the foreign team to win. Yeah. Or if it was Liverpool, I'd want the foreign team to win. But I'm not massively asked by Arsenal, so I'd rather they did.
Just arguing against the case with obviously you liking the Arsenal players with regards to PSG. As a club, I don't really like them because they get free reign of kind of and spend what they want, their league shit, so they can have 2 weeks resting players and play the big players in the Champions League. But I do like the players they've got, and that's what makes us kind of want. Because I liked the Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha.
I like watching them, but I think with the likes of Declan Rice, I like who he is as a person. Like he seems dead genuine. But I do really. I've got a lot of time for Luis Enrique. I think he's unreal.
I understand, with the whole, say,
wouldn't be good if PSG won it, but I'd rather Arsenal just for someone different. But if PSG won it, then fair play.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Arsenal fans, man?
No, that's I couldn't. Honestly, it'd be brutal.
Piers Morgan.
We're far enough away that it won't really matter.
True. Reece, we'll stay with European football on my next little topic, and we'll come to this whole thing. So Tchouaméni and Valverde, little bust up in the dressing room. Is there a replace in football for it, or should it have been kept under wraps by Real Madrid? How's it getting leaked? What's your thoughts, Glenn?
They've got issues, haven't they? Like if that's getting out, it happens all the time. Like there's bust ups all the time, but not to the extent that someone ends up unconscious. Apparently, by all accounts, apparently it was Valverde who was being the instigator and was going in and smashing Tchouaméni in training, and leaving one on him loads. So Tchouaméni did it back. Valverde didn't like it, so they ended up putting them on the same team, and Valverde was still going at him and having a pop at him and all that. and then it's obviously he's that you chat shit and get banged. It's just picked the wrong person, hasn't he? He'd have been better picking on Trent.
Yeah.
But it's not a good look, especially when you've got the Mbappe situation. Like, he scored 41 goals and they've got 70 odd million signatures to get him out, and they're currently 2-0 down to Barcelona. Aye,
is he playing?
It's not good. Valverde's not. He's not even on
No,
the bench.
Mbappe.
I think so. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen that. I don't know. I'd have to check.
Surely
too many's in the team.
on this one then, Cam. Surely whoever's leaked it, because the club should know who's leaked it. They've got to know whose phone it came off or who sent the photo or the video outside of that dressing room. Like, with regards to the fine and the players, 500. I think it was 500 grand each or something.
Yeah.
Yes, they've got to come out and say the players have done wrong and fine them. But surely there's got to be like an investigation in-house.
There will be.
I think that's why what they're saying they were doing, wasn't it? And they've obviously just decided that £500,000 each is sufficient, which is a fairly hefty fine. Like, but I suppose it might only end up being like 2 weeks' wages if they're both on 250 grand a week. So it might not be that big a deal. But just to go out, Mbappe is not even on the bench. Gonzalo Garcia or whatever up front.
But even was it a player or was it like a staff member? Like, I would love to know what's happened to that person. If they've getting 500 grand fine, like, what's this person that's videoed it, and they must know who's done it. Yeah,
they'll probably have an idea, and they'll probably not be there after the summer. But it shows why they're wanting Mourinho in, doesn't it? Just because.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Really stand for any of that.
Did you see that by Rudiger as well, hitting the trainer? He slapped him across the face, and that, didn't he?
Yeah, there's issues with that. Alvaro Carreras, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what they were.
That's the issue. They've gone down obviously it's always been the Real Madrid route with the whole Galacticos and stuff, and PSG went through the phase of signing your Messis and Mbappes. It just sometimes, unless you've got that manager like your Mourinho, like Alex Ferguson's, that can manage these personalities, you're bringing in someone like Alonso and what's his name that's there now, Arbeloa. It just doesn't. They can't handle these personalities are bigger than them.
Well, you've got to be careful as well who you buy, haven't you? Like,
he's a caretaker, though, isn't he?
He was there for years and stuff. But I think it goes down to recruitment. Like, they've had the Galactical policy for donkeys. Like, and you go back to the 90s, 2000s, it was always they'd buy the best available player. But then that best available player didn't have a massive ego. You could play alongside these other massive players. So you had the likes of Ronaldo playing and Raul playing, and I don't know who else, Figo and Roberto Carlos and all that, and Zidane, and they were all just really level-headed, like absolutely sound personalities. So yes, they bought Galacticos, but they didn't buy egos. Like, they just bought exceptional players. Whereas now, I don't know whether they just go for like who people think they should buy, and like they're a bit overhyped, like Bellingham.
Names.
Like,
yeah.
Well, Bellingham, I think his ego has grown, and
he's got worse. Yeah,
he's got worse. I thought, because when he's done interviews before, he's seemed quite sound. Really, he's down to earth.
Definitely changing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely changed. But I think like Mbappe's had an influence on that. But like Vinicius Junior, he comes across like a little prick.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of that. The one star, I don't know if he's been injured or he's just been dropped. But Rodrigo, like, he came across like he was the workhorse of the stars, didn't he?
Put a lot of graft in, didn't he? Yeah.
Aye.
Seems like they're missing like that. The Rauls and the Gutis and the Casillas of like those leaders in the dressing room that are just like, just calm your tits, get back in your box like you've done now yet.
But I think that's the Mbappe thing. I think he's too big. I think he knows he's untouchable, because why would Real Madrid sell him?
No one could afford to buy him.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
they're stuck with him now.
Like, if it was one of your players, that thing. Remember when did they get beat up somebody? I can't remember who it was. And Alonso tried to make them go and clap, applause them coming up, and Mbappe was like, "No, probably and then you seen the likes of Trent
gesturing the players yeah.
Like that's there. You should be nipping that on the bud. Go right. You're dropped. Yeah. That's you. That's you gone. But he can't.
Yeah.
Right.
So that tells the power too much.
Going to cut that one short because you're both leading us on nicely to the whole attitude problem, which is the other story of the week, which is just all about shit attitudes. And it's this man. So, Cam, I think I'll let you go first on this one because I know how much you love him. What's happening? Because I believe about 2 months ago, when we played them in the Champions League and stuff, he was having a really good season. And the commentators were blowing smoke up his arse and stuff. And then, obviously, recently...
he was having a good season. He's the top goal scorer this season. Suppose that I haven't watched any of them apart from maybe the game against Newcastle. But suppose he was having a good season. And by all accounts, he was the main man. I think he'd got injured or something, or he was out of the team. And then he came back in the team and he was dreadful performances. Who was it? I sent it across here. Who was it that made the comment about him being?
Maybe burned at the stake.
Burned at the stake. Who was it? Was it Dougarry?
Oh, I can't. I think so.
Yeah.
Was it Dougarry?
It's quite funny though. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant comment, isn't it?
But not if you're Greenwood.
What would you do with someone like this in Glenn? Like a player of his ability, but the shit attitude. What would you do with him?
You've got to go. Like you can't have that because as soon as you let one do it, then the rest follow, and then you end up with a shit show like Real Madrid.
And the club's always going to be there. That player isn't.
Yeah, and ultimately he's just a little rat, and he get rid.
You should never have been allowed to continue playing football.
Yeah, get rid. I mean, he's been given a second chance. He should be absolutely squeaky clean, and
he should
the
be
model
pro.
He should be absolutely model pro, first in, last out, like doing everything in the club and all that sort of stuff. Is a bit of an appreciation for the fact that they've took a chance on him, even though everybody said they probably shouldn't. And he's clearly just thought, it's all right now, I can start tossing it off. Get rid.
Yeah. What's off the back of that then, Cam? What's his next move? Do you think Marseille will keep him? Do you think who will have him? I know there's always, like everyone says, there's always Saudi, but I don't even think someone with that attitude now. He's proven in a couple of clubs where it's not working.
I don't think Saudi care.
Saudi won't be asked.
Yeah.
He'd tear it up over there as well, but I think he's going to burn his bridges in Europe if he's not too careful.
They'd probably praise him for doing it.
Well, probably praise him, yeah.
Right.
I know. It's a shame because when he was coming through the ranks at Man U, we loved him. Like we were saying how good he was. Like England's been crying out for someone like him as well. And then obviously the stories happened. What happened? But you think, right, he's been given a chance. Work your socks off. Get yourself back in the fold. And then all that comes out this week about his attitude again. You're like, fuck's sake, kid, man. Like,
because if he did keep his head down and perform the way he had been at the start of the season, if you continue that over a number of years, because he is still young, there is always a possibility like he's going to go back in the national setup.
Yeah,
because he didn't play for England, did he?
Struggle after that.
No, but he didn't play for England though, and he could play for another country. I'm sure
Jamaica or something. Back. Anyway. He'd never play for England.
No.
I don't know.
You got any other stories that you just want to touch on, or anything that you just want to mention before going to the week?
Atlanta 3-up at the minute.
Atlanta 3-up. Season's over, mate. Champions League, European football's
same
gone.
for now. Dead rubber. Holiday game there.
Yeah.
I know, but Edison scored.
Whose was Filth of the week?
Mine. What did you say, Edison? Did you just say Edison scored?
I scored the first one, Get your little picture.
Oh, good, son.
You're welcome.
I don't even know. I don't know if he'll be a hit or a flop, if I'm honest.
It's only personal terms. There's nothing to say like he's actually going to sign.
No.
And
it'll just be, this is what we could offer. Would you be interested? It's just United doing their due diligence. Obviously going to go down the list, but I think Fabrizio had said like he's on the list, but he's not very high up. So it's fair enough that he's not a bad player and he'd do a job. Because I think United said they're going to buy like 3 or something. Isn't it? They've got 150 million to spend on 3 midfielders. So if he's like the mid-range one or the cheaper option, then fair dues. Like it's not too bad, but he's not going to be the major marquee one that's going to do the job.
He's good on his day, but
he's better than Ugarte.
He's better than Ugarte, but I just think he needs a lot of time on the ball. Like,
yeah. To be fair, what we'll do is at the end of the season, I think we'll do a little, obviously, like a little transfer deep dive into the 2 clubs and see what players will want, what players will want out, etc. Right. So, filth of the week. So I've gone. Oh, what you look so disappointed for already? It's better than Harry Maguire last week. Fucking hell.
Because you've. To be fair, your first one was Harry with Matoma.
Aye, that was on the spot, that one. Right, so
I went with theme of the podcast, stick it in the mixer. That's exactly what you did.
You two have obviously got a very good memory of goals, finals and stuff. So I'll give you the year, which was 2002 Champions League final.
Right.
That's Zidane and Leverkusen's volley.
Yeah.
That's not sticking it in the mixer.
Of course it is. How's it not?
How's that sticking in the mixer?
It fell in the mixer, didn't it? Like, and he's just levered it.
Carlos has crossed it, whipped it in, and he's just.
Hang on.
It's from the left-hand side, the cross.
Did it not get deflected?
And a little chip back.
No, Carlos. I'll play it. I'll put it on so you can remember.
Oh.
He's got it.
Turn the sound up.
Fucking
That's not sticking in the mixer at all.
Man. That's it. I'm hooking it to the edge of the box and I hope someone's there. Zidane makes that goal though.
That's not even sticking it in the mixer. That's just a hope.
It is, man.
Hitting hope.
This day and age, someone else Carlos wouldn't have done that. He would have tried to come back.
Sticking it in the mixer isn't hooking it back to the edge of the box. Like, but
right. Play it again.
The week, that was.
Play it again.
That is a filth.
Turn the sound up.
Like that's he's flipping it in the air.
Turn the sound off, man.
I thought you said leave it on.
No, turn the sound off. That's like he hasn't aimed anyway.
He's stuck it in the mixer.
It's a hit and hope. Sticking it in the mixer. Sticking it in the mixer.
I don't think
trying
that's
to put it in the box.
Disagree.
I don't think that's the mixer.
We'll put it out to the audience.
If we're talking filth of the week, it was absolute filth.
That was filthy.
Oh, it was filth. It's in the box.
It's not just humping it back in the air to one person. That's not putting the mixer. You can't have a mixer with one person in there.
He's fucking mixing.
Nah, shut up, man. It was naughty though. It was a good.
That was an unreal goal.
Unbelievable.
Especially with his wrong foot.
Yeah, I know. I want that Real Madrid top as well to lush. No, there are no sponsors on in that.
Who do you get in the back?
Probably him.
Fair dues.
Right. Nothing else, Dad?
Nah, all good. Be a good one.
Yeah, spot on. Right. Obviously, drop with some likes and shares and follow the page. Cam's very active on our Instagram page. We try and give him some stuff to put on, but it's mainly
you don't.
You
don't.
Let me know if it was a foul on Raya or not.
Yeah.
There's your first post.
Let us know if that's an actual filth, like stick it in the mixer goal or not.
Yeah, we've got 2 polls this week. Is the D the mixer when he's on his own? Or was it foul on Raya? There you go. Social's done. You're welcome.
Right. See you next week. See you later.
See you later.